Hello everyone and welcome to lesson 0.21. This lesson is actually going to be an extension or an enrichment lesson, if you will, from lesson 0.2, because as this lesson is going to be an extension of the lesson about the Kingdom of Silandia. The title of this lesson is The Kingdom of Silandia National Anthems. Believe it or not, we actually do have a national anthem for our classroom, and I'm going to share that with you, and in the hopes that you will also be able to come to embrace it and enjoy it as well. So by the end of today's lesson, the students will be able to recite the words of the Silandian national anthem, which is called Advanced Silandia Fair. Actually, we hope that you will be able to a point where you'll be able to sing the national anthem of Silandia, and then also, lastly, to be able to recognize the words of the royal anthem, which is God Save the King, and I'll explain a little bit more about that. Okay, so here are the two verses of the Silandia National Anthem, Advanced Silandia Fair. And we're going to recite and digest the verses a little bit before we do anything else with them. So, verse number 1, Silandians, all let us rejoice, for we are one and free. With golden soil and wealth for toil, our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty rich and rare. In history's page let every stage advance Silandia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, Advance Silandia fair. Verse number 2. In happiness and harmony we'll toil with hearts and hands, to make these commonwealths of ours renowned of all the lands. For those who've come across the seas we've boundless plains to share. With courage let us all combine to advance Silandia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, Advance Silandia fair. Now, a couple of things I wanted to draw your attention to is this word here, girt. Girt means surrounded. Like if you think of a girdle goes around someone's waist. And so girt means to go around. And so since if you remember the map of Silandia, Silandia is completely surrounded by sea. That means it's girded by sea. That's what that means. And I also wanted to bring attention to the terms and the acknowledgments of commonwealths, because you're going to be working in individual commonwealths. And so just understand that our national anthem centers around the groups that we're going to be broken up into in our within our classes. So just understand how deep the idea of commonwealth runs within the whole simulation of Silandia. And then also wanted to make sure that you are all aware about this. For those who've come across the seas, we've boundless plains to share. With courage, let us all combine to advance Silandia fair. That's a very powerful line because, especially in today's day and age when we're dealing with immigration, and I wanted to address that Silandia is an older country that has, our monarchy has been around since the 800s AD. So our lineage and country is very old, very similar to that of Britain and France. But nonetheless, we pride ourselves on welcoming people from foreign lands into our country. And so I just really wanted to make sure that you recognize that our national anthem was very welcoming. And it is one of the rare things about our national anthem indeed. Okay, so now I'm going to attempt to try and sing this. It's going to be very bad, so my apologies. Okay? But here we are, verse 1. 1, 2, ready, go. Silandians, all let us rejoice, for we are one and free. With golden soil and wealth for toil, our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty rich and rare. In history's page let every stage advance Silandia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, Advance Silandia fair. Verse number 2. In happiness and harmony we'll toil with hearts and hands to make these commonwealths of ours renowned of all the lands. For those who've come across the seas, we've boundless plains to share. With courage let us all combine to advance Silandia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, advance Silandia fair. So now that you have been completely horrified by my singing, I just wanted to let you know the reason why I did that is because I do have actual legitimate recordings of music of the national anthem for you to listen to along with this activity. But I wanted to make sure that you could actually put the words where they needed to go on each note and all that stuff. So those of you that are musicians, you probably understand why I did it. But I really do want at some point for you all to feel comfortable enough to, be able to sing this and even jazz it up if you want to. Just make sure you keep the melody pretty much the same. But anyway, I just wanted to share this national anthem with you, and hopefully that you enjoy it. Now on to the royal anthem. Now, the royal anthem is has been around for a very long time, since around the first was came around in around the mid 1700s. So this anthem has been around for a very long time, and is still often played today at certain royal functions and whatnot. And at one point in time, it was the national anthem of the Kingdom of Silandia. It is the exact same national anthem. In fact, it is the exact same verses as God Save the Queen, which is the national anthem of the United Kingdom, and is also the royal anthem of Canada, our neighbors to the north. But Silandia does use this as a royal anthem, and of course, I'm not going to sing it because it is religious in nature, because it does say "God Save the King," and so our nation does have freedom of religion and things like that. So some people may not feel comfortable singing this or referencing this, but I wanted to draw reference to this royal anthem because I do believe it is a beautiful song, me personally. But in terms of the modern day, where people think that monarchy and crowns and all of that serve no purpose, I wanted to draw attention to the second verse of the royal anthem. And here it is. May he defend our laws and ever give us cause to sing with heart and voice, God save the King. That stanza there really means a lot to me in terms of monarchy, and that is one of the purposes of the crown, is that all Silandian citizens, that I should, as your monarch, defend your constitution. I should defend the laws that your government has passed. And if your government becomes disruptive, then it should be my job as the monarch to also protect you from your government as well. And so may he defend our laws and then also give you cause to sing, not necessarily with heart and voice, God save me, but, with heart and voice, to sing in joy, to be happy, to be a part of this kingdom, to be a part of our family, regardless of where you come from, how you identify, what your religious background may be or not be, whatever the case may be. But just know that as a fellow Silandian and human, that you are loved and valued. So I wanted to draw your attention to that particular stanza in the royal anthem and talk about this is the reason why many people support the idea of constitutional monarchy, to have someone above political thought to be able to ensure effective and proper governance. So this concludes our lesson. So, can you recite the words to the Silandian national anthem, Advance Silandia Fair? Can you sing the Silandian national anthem, or at least hum it? And can you recognize the words to the royal anthem, God Save the King? So those are the questions that could you answer those questions? If you can, then give yourself a pat on the back. You did an excellent job. Look to see if there's any activity for lesson 0.21 that we just completed, and if not, move on to lesson 0.3. Thanks so much and have a great day.